You feel it in your chest before the morning even begins. The weight is already there, heavy, relentless. You tell yourself you can manage it, that you can ignore it, but it follows you like a shadow that doesn't let go. And the harder you push it down, the louder it screams in silence. You live every day carrying a wound you never show. It isn't just loneliness. It's the ache of knowing what you need and pretending you don't. You stand in the mirror, your own eyes betraying you, because deep inside, you know you weren't made for this emptiness. You weren't made to numb yourself until nothing hurts. You were made for fire, for presence, for something that demands you to be alive again. But you've been fighting it every day, fighting against love, against the tenderness that terrifies you more than rejection ever could. Because to receive it, you would have to open. You would have to let down the armor that became your second skin. And you would have to risk being seen in your rawest form. That truth makes your heart tremble. See if this touched something in you right now. Drop a like and write your city. I want to know how far our words are reaching. Let's keep going. Your silence is not peace. It's suffocation. You hide behind distractions, but the ache never leaves. You scroll, you work, you fill your hours with noise. Yet when the night comes, you face it again. That unspoken truth, the longing that will not die. You think avoiding it will protect you, but it's killing you in another way, slowly, quietly, without mercy. Insomnia that never fades, a knot in your throat during meetings, avoiding eye contact when the subject cuts too close. You tell yourself it's just stress, but it's not. It's the echo of love you've been denying. It's the body screaming what your lips won't say. And still, you fight. You say, not today, not now, not me. If this choice had to be made right now, what would you do? Speak it or wait for a sign? Answer, I say it or I wait. Let's keep going. You build walls so high no one dares to climb. And yet, in the quiet, you pray someone will. You crave rescue but reject the hand. You fear being left behind, so you leave yourself behind first. You sabotage the very thing you long for. You claim you're strong, independent, unshakable, but in the dark you weep for what you cannot admit. Your fight is not against others. It's against yourself, against the pulse of love that refuses to die inside you. You call it control, but it's fear. You call it wisdom, but it's hesitation. And every day you lose a little more. Because love doesn't vanish just because you silence it. It waits, it presses, it digs into the bones until you can't pretend anymore. Breathe. Don't answer now. Just recognize. You see signs everywhere. A word, a song, a stranger's smile, and it pierces you. You try to shake it off, but you know what it means. It's the reminder that your soul is not dead. That something still beats restless inside you, and no matter how much you bury it, it rises again. That is why you feel torn. That is why your chest aches. That is why you keep losing sleep. Love is not weakness, it's war, but not the kind you've been fighting. Not resistance, not denial, it's surrender. And surrender terrifies you more than any enemy ever could. Because surrender means being touched. It means being vulnerable. It means saying, here I am, even if you break me. And you don't know if you can survive that. But here is the truth. You're not surviving without it. You're slowly fading. You are alive, but barely. Your spirit starves in silence. And every day you deny love, you lose a part of yourself. The fight against it is a fight against your own life. Maybe you think you need certainty. You want proof before you step. You want safety before you leap. But love doesn't work that way. Love demands risk. It demands the leap before the net. It demands that you burn the bridges behind you so there's no way back. And yes, you will tremble, yes, you may bleed, but to hold back is worse. To never try is to die while still breathing. Insomnia that doesn't pass. A knot in your throat when you're asked too much. Looking away so no one sees your truth. These are not small things. They are the cracks showing through. They are the proof that the war inside you is real. And you know it. Deep down, you know it. You ask for signs, but the signs are already here. The ache is a sign. The longing is a sign. The hunger that refuses to go away is a sign. You don't need confirmation, you need courage. Between holding back and stepping forward, which way would you go? Tell me in one sentence why. Let's keep going. You've been waiting for the perfect moment. But perfection is a lie. There is no moment without risk. There is only now. And if you keep waiting, you will keep losing. One day you will look back and realize that fear stole your life, and love will have been the battle you never dared to fight. Breathe. You don't have to answer now. Just recognize. You cannot outrun this. You cannot drown it. You cannot silence it forever. Love is patient, but it is relentless. It will keep pressing against your chest until you choose. And if you don't, life itself will feel hollow. You'll succeed, you'll perform, you'll smile for others, but inside, you will know you are empty. The voice inside you is not weakness. It is the deepest truth you have. It is not your enemy. It is the map to your freedom. But you keep fighting it like it's a threat. You keep losing because you are not meant to win against it. You are meant to bow to it, to surrender, to let it break the shell you've lived in for too long. Have you lived this before? What did it teach you? Let's keep going. Love is not here to destroy you. It's here to awaken you. It's here to pull you out of numbness and bring you back to life. You may think you're protecting yourself, but protection without love is a coffin, safe, silent, cold. And that is not what you were created for. Subscribe, let's keep going. The fight against love ends one way, in surrender or in regret. You choose which scar you carry. One heals, the other haunts. You cannot live in between forever. At some point, you must choose. Write I want part 2. Let's keep going. Thank you for staying until the end. Tag someone who needs this. You stand on the edge of your own silence, and the silence has been eating you alive. You tell yourself it is strength, but inside you know it is avoidance. You tell yourself you can endure, but endurance without expression is decay. The ache you carry is not random. It is not meaningless. It is the echo of something deeper, something that refuses to die even though you try to bury it under distraction, under routine, under control. You feel it every morning when you wake with heaviness in your chest. You feel it when your eyes avoid mirrors for too long, because mirrors expose you. The truth is there behind your gaze and you cannot outrun it. You try to silence it, but silence is not healing. Silence is suppression. Silence is a cage where your voice, your longing, your need for love keeps pounding against the bars. Insomnia that doesn't pass. A knot in your throat during meetings. Avoiding eye contact when the subject touches too deep. These are not surface problems, they are signals. Signs written on your body, carved into your days. You want to dismiss them as stress, but they are the voice of your spirit trying to break through. You've trained yourself to fight against your own pulse. You've made war against love, as if love itself were the enemy. And yet when you strip away the armor, you feel the trembling truth. You are not fighting against love. You are fighting against your fear of being loved, because being loved means exposure. It means letting someone see the hidden wounds you would rather keep buried. Breathe. Don't answer now, just recognize. The signs are relentless. A song comes on, and your chest burns. A stranger's eyes linger and you feel both fear and longing. A word spoken casually cuts deeper than it should, because it touches that nerve you thought you had buried. These are not coincidences. They are reminders. They are whispers. You cannot escape this. You cannot silence what was made to rise. You've built walls high and thick, and you tell yourself they keep you safe, but they don't. They keep you isolated. They keep you starving while pretending to be full. And the weight grows heavier every day because the wall you built to keep pain out is the same wall keeping love out. You have locked yourself inside the fortress of your own denial. Your body knows. Your spirit knows. The longing that wakes you in the night, the restless thoughts, the constant ache, they are evidence. They are signs. They are proof that love is not gone. It is pressing against the door, demanding entry. And the longer you resist, the more violent the knocking becomes. Love is not weakness. Love is not exposure for the sake of shame. Love is the fire that purifies, the storm that clears the sky, the voice that refuses to let you live half alive. You think you are protecting yourself by holding back, but what you are protecting is your fear. What you are losing is your life. Breathe. Don't answer now. Just recognize. The pattern is clear, though you've tried to ignore it. You hide, you resist, you deny. And yet, no matter how hard you resist, you end up back in the same place, alone with the ache, alone with the restless silence, alone with the questions you never answer. This is not random. This is not bad luck. This is a cycle you have created, and until you name it, you will repeat it. The cycle is this. You feel the pull, you crave the fire, but when it gets too close, you retreat. You cut it off, you numb yourself, and then you ache for what you rejected, over and over again. This is why your nights feel endless. This is why your throat closes when you should speak. This is why you cannot meet the eyes of someone who truly sees you, because the moment of exposure terrifies you more than the ache of emptiness. See if this lit a signal inside you. Comment, signal. Let's keep going. Now you see it. The war was never with love itself. The war has always been with your own refusal to be seen. The hidden pattern is fear disguised as wisdom. The hidden pattern is hesitation disguised as control. You've been calling it caution, when in truth, it is chains. And the chains will never set you free. You cannot heal by hiding. You cannot find peace by silencing your voice. You cannot receive love while treating it as an intruder. You must choose. And every day you delay is another day the pattern repeats. Another day you lose to fear. Insomnia that doesn't leave. The knot in your throat when truth presses too hard. The avoidance of eyes that might see too much. These are not flaws. These are signs screaming at you. The pattern must break. The fight is not sustainable. The silence is not strength. The wall is not safety. It is prison. Now what weighs heavier on you? A, speaking the truth, or B, keeping the silence? Comment A or B and tell me why. Let's keep going. You have been living with omissions that hollow you out. Every time you keep quiet when the truth burns in your chest, you lose a part of yourself. Every time you pretend it doesn't matter, another crack appears. You call it control, but it is betrayal. Betrayal of your own heart. Betrayal of the voice that refuses to die inside you. You've learned to play roles. You present strength, calm, control. But underneath, you are restless, torn, burning. The mask does not hide you from yourself. It only deepens the ache. The world may not see your omissions, but you live with them in every breath. Insomnia that doesn't pass. A knot in your throat in meetings. Avoiding eyes when the subject presses too deep. These are not random. They are alarms, sounding daily, asking you, how long will you betray yourself? Breathe. Don't answer now. Just recognize. You tell yourself silence protects you. You tell yourself waiting is wise. But look where it has brought you. An endless cycle of longing without release, desire without expression, ache without relief. You've made an idol of hesitation, bowed to fear and called it caution. It is eating you alive. This is the moment of exposure. No more pretending, no more delay. You stand before a choice. Bury yourself under silence or rise trembling and speak. The fire inside you is not here to torment you. It is here to call you back to life. You've polished your masks, rehearsed your denials, perfected your distractions, yet every night it returns. Every morning it weighs on you. You cannot outrun what was written into your soul. Silence poisons you. Waiting drains you. Control chains you. There is only one way: surrender. The ache you feel is not punishment. It is prophecy. You were not made for numbness. You were made to be pierced, undone, remade by love. Breathe. Don't answer now. Just recognize. This is the escalation, the breaking point, the place of no return. Either you step into the fire or you keep losing yourself. Insomnia that never ends. The knot when words stay unspoken. The way you avert your gaze when truth demands your eyes. They are screaming. No more delay, no more excuses, no more chains. And now the moment. Surrender is not weakness, it is release. To surrender is to stop betraying yourself. To say, here I am, even if it costs me. To finally live. Once you see this, you cannot unsee it. Once you feel it, you cannot unfeel it. The fire has always been here, demanding your answer. Have you trusted and regretted it? Without names, what did you learn? Let's keep going. You are trembling because you see it. The war against love was war against yourself. The walls were not salvation, they were prison. Hesitation was not safety, it was chains. And now the chains are breaking, the silence shattering. Breathe, don't answer now, just recognize the decision is not external, it is within. Will you betray yourself again or finally honor the truth? This is the turning, the point of no return. The fire is inside you, demanding you open. Insomnia, the choking throat, the averted eyes, they are reminders. They are signs pressing you to surrender. The fire strips masks. It breaks illusions. It calls you into a life unchained. You feel it. There is no going back. Breathe. Don't answer now, just recognize. If this burned through your defenses, then let it. Let it undo you until what is false collapses. If this message made sense, subscribe. Want continuation? Write I want part 2. If this pierced you, if one sentence reminded you of everything you tried to forget, Don't keep it for yourself. Subscribe here. The next message will strike where no one dares. Comment what hurt the most. Write it with your soul. Share with someone who must wake up too. This is not just a video. It is a mirror, and many need to see themselves.